2/3 ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ನೋಡು
Hi, Sudharma. Good evening. Shiva here. Hi, Vidya. Hi, Sudharma. This is Shiva here. Can you hear me?
Hi, Shivu.
Hi, Vidya.
Sudhanma?
I think he has joined. He was speaking a few minutes back.
On this topic, and with this, Vidya, you have anything to talk about, Sudhanva? You want to give any introduction, or I would ask Sudhanva himself to share his introduction, and let's kickstart this. It's a great pleasure having you, Sudhanva, with us.
Yeah, same here, Chef. Yeah,
I'm sure that we're going to have a great learning and also great insights.
Yeah, keen to share my knowledge across everyone. That's all.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Let's keep the questions at the back. I mean, at the end.
Yes.
And let's continue the session from now on. That's okay. I don't see
Yeah.
anything from Master Vidya. Let's kickstart.
Yeah.
Over to you.
Yes. My name is Sudhanva. I'm basically born and brought up from Bangalore. At a very keen age, I started off coding. Nowadays, everybody say child prodigy, but I started off at a very younger age on various kinds of platforms because both my uncles were into the technical background, and I got a keen advantage of that. At the age 18, I started working for different companies as a consultant, third-party consultant. At the age of 21, I started off my own company. I ran the company for a couple of days, a couple of years, basically. After that, I have moved on into consulting now. And yeah, on and off, I do consulting for various different organizations across globe, into ITIMS, into analytics platforms. Basically, I design and develop for them different kinds of dashboards and keen knowledge of various of statistical tools and methods for the companies. This is a small bit about me as on today. I think so I can move on with the presentation for today. Shiv?
Yes, please.
Yeah. I hope so everybody are able to view my screen.
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Probably you could go into the.
Yeah, I'm just maximizing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
wrong for it. Yep. So today it was a brief masterclass about evolution of how analytics has come into picture. First and foremost, we are going to look on that, then on how statistics plays a role in analytics, and then we will sum up things with future in workforce management analytics. So I've made down list down a few key aspects what we are going to discuss as on today. First, on evolution of analytics, how things have come up as until today from the day we have started computing in India or computing abroad. Second thing is on evolution of workforce management analytics. And then we are going to look on what are the key challenges people face in this particular area. Next, how these made down listed down different kinds of scenarios, how these kinds of analytical techniques which are there in statistics were included into coding and or algorithm or onto a model, and a dashboard was prepared. Because as in today, everybody you're looking around, big data is coming up, different kinds of social media analysis is coming up. So we are all aware about different kinds of big jargons in our life. So I'm going to just break it down into key smaller aspects, and few of the people also, when they're using different kinds of analytical tools, they are not able to understand what's happening behind, because they are from HR background or financial background, but they don't know how technology is helping them on forefront. So a little bit about technology also to understand. So that's the reason I have broken down further more wherein what are the different kinds of process, what is the benefit of this analytics into that, future what we are going to go through also. I just went through with how different things have happened because of COVID-19. Before June 2019, what was the WFMA analysis given from different various kinds of organizations, and after COVID-19 what has happened also. I'm just going to brief around in the same. Next thing is tools, which are the tools being used as on today, and what are the different kinds of companies involved in that, and further to go, by 2024 what are the different kinds of jobs which are going to come up in the market, for so that this people are ready for that. Yes, right away moving around. I think so. The next slide, most of the people have seen this particular slide, wherein whoever talks about analytics, they talk about this particular evolution on analytics. Uh, it's very simple. Different kinds of companies are there. Each and every department in the company or people in the company as on today are using analytics when they are moving on around 10 years down the lane when they have started on in the company. So the first thing, once you an executive, you move on to the next level of a team leader, then you start off with the reporting stuff. So probably when we are looking, the first thing what we started off was into MS Excel, DB2, Fox Pro. These were the softwares what were there, wherein we started off reporting to the world. So we try to understand what happened that time, what's happening now. So then we moved on to descriptive analysis when managers or the management wanted to try to understand why did it happen, because they did not wanted to repeat it, different kinds of strategies they wanted to make, build and evolve onto it. So then, because of the computing problems, computation was very less. The innovation was very less. The business value for that particular growth was less. So descriptive analysis, a strategy one-man show was running in each and every company. Moving on, when we became global, the internet became internet came up in the world, and the globe became shorter. We started having something called as a real-time monitoring systems, wherein, if I'm not wrong, SAP was one of the major contributor in the market, wherein they started off giving. IBM started with something as a SaaS. So I'm talking about early 90s and late 2000s. We started off all these kind of real-time monitoring systems. Then after 2008, when we hit the benchmark of big data, wherein we are talking about each and everything what's happening in and around us, it was the data was collected. It might be mobile phone, it might be your car, it might be a weather report, and each and everything from your daily morning use of toothpaste till you go to your bed with a good night coil or something like that, everything was analyzed for marketing and analytics. So further to go, why, what might happen with that, they also, that was into predictive analytics, how you future it will be into. Now, as on today, from 2012, we started off perspective analytics, wherein how to make it happen, because predictive analytics came up in a picture wherein by 2020, by 2025, what is going to happen? But prescriptive analytics said that how we should start doing as on today, so that we can give that particular audience. So moving on with the same of evolution of analytics, I have made one more slide into how analytics have evolved or come into the picture of workforce management. Basically, I've taken a small source from Deloitte on the same, wherein they have started with data and basic reporting stuff. Then how consolidated reporting came up, then basic analytics, cross process and functional analytics, and predictive analytics. As on today, Deloitte have their own system, the global workforce management of the Deloitte itself runs on different kinds of scenarios and management things, on to try to understand the compliance reports, extracts, lists, whatever the data they are trying to collect up front. They are trying to do a strategy on that, and they are doing a predictive analytics on the same. Uh, this is a short one what I've done, wherein people can understand on how things are moving around in this particular area. Okay, moving further, let us try to understand what are the different challenges we come across in workforce management, so that we try and put our analytics into it and try to understand what are the different kinds of statistical tool we can put into it. So first and foremost, we are talking about workforce planning, talent acquisition and movement, workforce performance, demographics and diversity, learning and development tools which are used for that, because tools were very, very less for this particular area. A retention rate, shortage of skilled analysts and specialists will create challenges for them, and untapped areas. Means as on today, because of COVID-19, different things have been changed. Me myself, I thought the kind of environment what we are going to look at in 2025, like these webinars, we were looking at 2025 classes will not be there, universities will not be there. So all these kinds of things, which challenges which are coming up in workforce management, like people have to be technological ready, how the people can work with the technology, how they can move on with the technology, all those untapped areas will be done with the prescriptive analytics. So basically, I have taken three examples. First is cluster analysis, second is regression analysis, and third is the predictive analytics. Again, here each and everything I have taken two scenarios, trying to understand how these scenarios are there real-time scenarios. We just do a click of a button, or when we see a dashboard or something like that, even we will not come to know what's happening behind, because we get a drop down box and you just select things and you put it across. The same thing we started off in advanced Excel, wherein we had pivot tables, wherein a row and a column was there. We were trying to select what are the different kinds of rows and columns we needed, and we try to do an analysis. That's just a basic analysis. The same thing in the dashboards have come up. So the first scenario what I've taken is the workforce planning. So if a HR manager asks for a talent-based company, an MNC company in Canada with a key skill set, I'm talking about people with one skill set from one particular background or one particular region in a very small place. So the workforce management across globe is growing to a 2.3 billion as on today. So each and everything has to be clustered, so that the requirement has to be fulfilled by the workforce planners for that particular company. So it's a very small cluster analysis example what I've given over here, wherein the key skill set can be put in a drop down box. A number of amount of people will come in, and the people can go around with that. The second thing what I've tried to do is the demographics and the diversity. The same thing. We were talking about one small particular area for Canada. Now we have moved on for the simple but efficient cluster analytical analysis scenario wherein the same different kinds of companies are looking for different location based employees. So your HR manager tells you or asks you that multiple location, preferred place of work, what the interview, when you are tracking an interview the candidate had, so that you can locate those people in that particular geographical location, so that the demographics will not change for that particular thing. Because I do understand that there is a lot and lot of psychology which goes on in the workforce management. So when we are taking a look, the region of that particular area also matters when a company is running. So this is about cluster analysis. It's a statistical method wherein we are giving two components. It's in X and Y axis. We are giving only a two component analysis for this. Moving further, I have a regression analysis. This is one of the analytical technique wherein we are taking the Z component also. Means how each and everything. So the first scenario wherein what I'm speaking about is the workforce performance. At least if I'm not wrong, moving further, 10 to 15 different types of parameters are there to try to understand how a performance cycle of a person can be noted down. So, and if you look around, your HR manager is asking a quarterly performance cycle analysis who have achieved more than 90% in all the above 4 quarters of the yearly basis. So if a employee is there from past with us with 3 or 4 years, how he can be nurtured also has to be taken care. So the regression analysis gives us an idea about how many women are there, how many men are there, how management of that particular workforce can be done inside itself, so that the retention rates are very, very less. So that's the reason. The second scenario what I've taken is the retention rate or the attrition, also what we can call, wherein management checks for how interdependent are the departments correlated with the employee. Uh, Especially, let me take up an example here, wherein when we are talking about an IT industry, wherein we have got different departments. There are departments wherein the people develop. There are departments wherein people just only maintain the data in a server. There are people who are there who try to understand and test that particular software, whatever it is done. So each and every employee is interrelated or correlated. If one does not perform, the other department people will their retention rate will be very, very less, because his performance cycle will be very, very low. So on the same basis, even if the manager is there or not there for that particular company or for that particular department or roles, uh, nowadays the HR of the company or the global workforce of that particular company looks into or considers into picture that how we can make this right. So the regression analysis with a three-dimensional view gives an perspective of the same, wherein how interdependent, how much is the tendency, like is it 40%, is it 50%? So that analysis also can be done with regression. uh, these two were the older techniques wherein this cluster or the regression. As on today, we are talking about predictive analytics, wherein we have got machine learning techniques, deep learning techniques, cognitive computing, distributed computing, which are running behind. We have got lots and lots of data, social data. We have from the Facebook. We can understand how mentally prepared are the employees in a company also, which helps the global workforce management to do a better job. So lots and lots of data we are trying to understand here. So first thing what I have come across is talent acquisition and movement, wherein management annually comes up with employee benefit and transfers also. This is a one small scenario wherein I have taken, because uh, this is a social analytics, predictive analytics, what we have tried to do, wherein the employees try to post on Facebook, or when they talk across the departments, each and everything is being taken care over here, wherein they write, I am bored of this particular place. So the management gets all these kinds of data and gives it to the global workforce, where they try to understand, okay, how to reframe the structure of that particular department, or how to reframe the person from that department to a different department. So the transfers, the benefit of the employee is utmost as on today for any company. So the predictive analytics comes into the picture over here. And with this, the next part, what I'm talking about is the learning and development. Because as on today, from 4 years from now, what are the different kinds of job roles is going to come up? I read a Gartner review in 2019 wherein they said that by 2025, somewhere around 32% of the jobs what we are trying to do as on today will not be there. So the same way they are saying that by 2030, 72 or 73% of the jobs, or the kinds of jobs which are there in the market, is going to change. This is just because the kind of technology what we are going ahead, the kind of environment what we are going ahead, each and everything is going to change. So learning and development has become, or upskilling ourselves has become a very keen matter as on today. So the knowledge transfer is one of the part of the management to upskill the existing stuff to the future scenarios. I'm damn sure I read a couple of things on the same for 2020 COVID situation. Nobody had this predictive analytics done, or this perspective analytics done, that because of COVID there will be a lots and lots of global workforce getting down, or the economy is going to go down. Nobody had a clue on the same. So nowadays, from now on, probably the next perspective management or the predictive analytics, they will have the strategy of each and every social form, or each and every data, whatever it is across, is going to be taken care. So we are going to look at next is the workforce management analytics process. I have taken down 3 slides for this, wherein the first slide, whatever I was talking about, like what are the different kinds of data is been recorded as on today, to try to understand about the employee to benefit of the management or the company. So the first thing what we are talking about is the employee service, a basic general service. What if we were trying to do as on till today? Telemetric data, attendance records, multi-rated reviews, salary and promotion history, whatever he had from before, means if he had for 6 months, 1 year, so that the management will decide when to push the amount for him. Employee work history, demographic data, personality and temperament of that particular person, the social temperament of that particular person, recruitment process, what are the different types of recruitment process can be changed, and employee databases. So each and everything, the data is collected as on today to for a benefit for the workforce management. So how are we going to do it? We are going to feed these all kinds of data. We have from probably 2008, we have got lots and lots of business intelligence tools coming up, wherein the strategies, whatever it is there in each and every department, was made into a model. Once the business models were made, business scenarios were made, they were put on to algorithms, wherein I come up, wherein the algorithms were developed, designed for those particular models. And as on today, we are doing a real-time visualization of the data which has been procured. So the visualization and the dashboard has come up in a very highly easy manner for any layman also. It can be understandable. So we do a benchmark analysis, data gathering, data cleansing. Data cleansing is into cleaning of the data. There are different kinds of non-procured data also will be there. We try to take it out, evaluate goals and KPIs, create action plan based on analysis, execute on plan, and streamline the process. So this is into analyzing the data, whatever we have taken from behind. So here, this data analytics, what I'm talking about. So again, here there are different kinds of models, the prescriptive modeling or the predictive modeling, whatever we have, different methodologies we have. Again, specific to the scenarios, whatever we have. most of them have heard about machine learning. Again, in machine learning, there are many things into deep learning or something like that. Different tools are there, different methodologies are there, wherein the visualization and the dashboard comes up. So for the same, I've taken up a small example again into the area of retention. How the analytics we are going to do for this particular scenario of retention, wherein whatever the current churn rate is there, we are trying to understand so that the company will not lose the employee. Second is attrition by department, attrition by estimated commute time, similar attributes of employees with longer tenure who will leave within an year, onboarding experience, survey data, qualitative data such as employee interviews, employee performance data to forecast future attrition. So these are some of the techniques or the data again what we are trying to take up. We can push in the data to machine learning techniques so that it gives us that how much amount of employees in that particular company or in that particular region or in that particular demographic is going to change. So it's a tendency what we have seen from 2000 wherein the employees does not stay in one particular company more than 8 months, 9 months. So this churn rate we have taken care as on today. So we have longer churn rates as on today in each and every market, each and every job role across globe. Uh, Thanks to the analytics techniques or the tools, whatever we have as on today, we can have a better retention rate in the companies. Uh, Moving on, we have different kinds of benefits. That's what I was talking about. Better hiring practices, decreased retention, task automation, process improvement, improved employee experience, more productive workforce, improved workforce planning through informed talent development. So whatever I spoke from past 15 minutes, I have summed up into the benefits over here, wherein predictive and perspective analytics have come into picture, and it's going to help and benefit a particular company. I hope so everyone are on the same page wherever I am. Yes, here we are towards an end, if I'm not wrong, or something like that. We are going to discuss in a very vague manner or a very deeper manner here, wherein how is a future of WFM analytics. Uh, the first point we are talking about is uh, predictive is going on. So how we can do a perspective analysis. So the automation part we are trying to do in each and every sector, and how that automation is going to give us productivity. We are going to go ahead for next 2024. So before there was what we were looking at in analytics was at least 5 year gap. Now they've gone down to 4, probably a year more. We are going to go for next is 8 months to 9 months. How we can do a productivity scenario, or we can tell okay by 2023 this is going to happen for sure. So next is the acceleration of HRMS and HCM cloud solutions. There are many companies are coming up for this with cloud solutions for the global workforce management. uh, Next is cost of operations optimization, continuous performance management, feedback engagement, and analytical tools. Managing company data becomes even more challenging. Growth in machine learning will accelerate the growth of the analytics. Reinvention of corporate learning, intelligent self-service tools, seasonality analytics, wherein each and every year how the data is going to change. That's also we are trying to understand. The last but not least, three analytics from the WFM is going to pitch in. One is aware analytics, continuous analytics, and augmented analytics. Uh, so the last part, that is the augmented analytics, is into the prescriptive analytics, wherein we mere to see the future, what's going to happen, or the people are there or not there. Also, we are going to understand over there. Hello, am I audible to everyone?
Yes.
Yes, fine.
Let's move forward. Yeah.
Yes. So we have different tools. These are the biggest competitors in the market, whatever we have as on today. Whomever we see, it's not only from the workforce management background, it might be from any kind of industry, automotive, banking, government, manufacturing, retail, e-commerce. Each and everyone, they have their own scenarios and built up tools also. But these are some of the vague tools, whatever I've put on. Basically, R is a programming language with a tool come up with pure statistics. This is we don't have a visualization tool up yet. It's only a background tool, whatever we're trying to do. But IBM SAS has come up with a visualization tool for R as on today. Then we have got Google Analytics, Workday, SAP, Power BI, Python, Tableau. Excel and Advanced Excel is for a smaller amount of data. We are talking about in 100,000 of data, whatever is there, we can work with Excel and Advanced Excel. But anything more and anything what we are talking about, big data, social analytics, we are going to need all the other kinds of visualization and dashboards as a software. So this is careers in workforce management analytics. This is as on today, 12, 2023, 2024, we are, I've put on to uh, the presentation wherein we are talking about HR, where WFM analyst, human resource information system analyst, people analytics, corporate HR, manager HR into workforce reporting, research, HR analytics, talent analytics manager. Uh, One good thing about this is that you can be a consultant in most of the places, and some of the companies are hiring on their roles also in the same area. WFM forecaster, planner, analyst, workforce data analyst. So uh, it is better of a person from a technological background to get into this particular area. That gives an upper hand to understand how the particular tool is working, and even that particular scenario he can understand. Yes, I think so. I was a bit fast. Uh, Anybody has any kind of questions? Thank you, one and all, so that we can discuss in a brief on the same.
Thank you, Sudharma, for
Yeah.
detailed
Hi,
presentation.
yeah, thank you.
of
Yeah, sure.
WFM Analytics. Request all the participants, so if you have any questions, you can type in the chat, or you can raise your hand. I can unmute you. Lalit wants to ask a question. I'm trying to find him. Give me a few seconds. I'm not able to find Lalit in the list. Any of you have any questions? Please, there's an hand icon there. If you could just click on it, so I'll be able to unmute you. Anyone has any questions? So we have Roma Chaudhary. Was some question? Okay. Hi, Roma. I will unmuted you. Hi.
Hi, this is Lalit actually. Roma shared this link with me, and I directly, I think, logged into that, and that is the reason my name is coming against Roma.
Okay.
So that's right. Anyways, so can I go ahead and ask question?
Yes,
Yes,
go
yes,
ahead.
please.
Okay. First of all, thank you, Sudha, for taking this great session. And I think the way the industry is changing, there is a rapid shift happening in how we used to do analytics versus what we are doing now.
Yes.
The stats which has never changed. I mean it's still a part of mathematics, and which does not change the basic formula y equals to a plus b of x. A plus bx doesn't
Yes.
change at all, whether that is regression or whatever. But what I want to understand, probably from your experience, and to see that which particular technology, like you mentioned on the previous slide, we have a technology R, we have SAP, we have Python, we have, Excel has always been there. Then Minitab was there. Yeah, this one, right. Power BI, and I think Power BI is part of the visualization. Tableau is
Yes.
also part of the visualization.
Yes, absolutely right.
Based on your experience, which particular technology do you see that the workforce professionals should focus? I mean, after mastering the basics of statistics.
See, let me be very frank to you.
Okay,
The thing is like everyone is under a race as on today.
that's right.
So yeah, so the faster the things, whatever they're trying to do, the simpler the things they are going to do is coming up in the market as on today. So when we are talking about visualization technique, there is a race between Power BI and Tableau as on today. Almost 70% of the market is using Power BI and Tableau.
That is correct.
Yes, SAP has come up with both the things. Probably whatever I've seen, again, 42% of the companies or the consultants across me, especially for workforce management, they use SAP. They have something called a success factor. They have come up with a very beautiful visualization tool also of SAP. So if you are not a technological guy and if you are a workforce management guy, I would say that as on today, you can go with SAP.
Yeah, but the only challenge, and sorry for my shortcoming on this, in case if I do not have a broad knowledge of SAP, but SAP requires an end-to-end implementation, right? In terms of you need, in order for WFM professionals, especially I'm talking about those aspirants who are still, who still want to learn. Okay,
Yeah.
SAP requires an environment or an IDE which can only be provided by the organization. So if only you're working in an organization which has the SAP, like I talk about Aisher, I talk about Renbexy Pharmaceutical, or I talk about
Yes.
Johnson & Johnson, those,
Yes.
or even bigger organization, have if they have SAP, yes, you can learn it. If you do not, then which particular technology, to furnish, or I would say to be ahead in the game, or to be ahead in terms of offering the solution, our professionals should focus on. And why I'm asking the question, let me also tell you. I mean, as as this uh, as this market is growing, rapidly shifting, there is, at the same time, there is a tremendous pressure on the support functions to
Yes.
control the cost, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
I mean, I have some idea, like Excel, advanced Excel. I think we were all born with that Excel
Yes.
skills in
Yes.
WFM. So I have some
Yes.
idea that in order for us to put, just to even get the summary of data, just to calculate the mean, median, mod, standard deviation, range,
Correct.
mean, we need at least 5 to 7 different formulas, or probably 5 to 7 different line of code in VBA. And
Yes.
of course it will take time, and if it will take time, it will take more resources. So as a consultant, what should
Yes.
we offer to the organization which is cheaper, better, faster, and would not really require a heavy implementation, just from analytics perspective?
Uh, this is not like a tough question or something like that.
Mhm.
As I said, Tableau and Power BI is in a rat race. So those two are the
Right.
cheaper people, wherein they are trying to give you a solution, Lalit.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but I'm damn sure, as you said, that yes, SAP is come up with this particular tool uh, very lately also. So probably they
Mhm.
are going to do it in a very cheaper price. That is what even I'm looking forward for, because of
Okay.
the kind of scenarios whatever we have. And whatever the SAP I started growing on was very
Mhm.
tough. But when I
Okay.
saw
Yeah.
this, this is very simple, very simple, very for any new person in this area of technology also can learn this particular tool. So
Right.
it's very
Right.
simple, whatever they have tried to do.
Correct. The early days of SAP were like where you used
Yes,
to have to
yes,
give
yes,
command for everything.
yes,
F495
yes,
something. Yeah. Okay.
yes,
Fine. I think thank you.
and
Thank you so much.
yeah, sure,
Thanks.
yeah.
Thanks, Lalit. I see that like Kane has a question. I'm just unmuting Kane. Hi, Kane. Hi. You can ask question.
Hi, good evening.
Good
Good
evening.
evening.
Currently, actually, I'm looking at the tools for the workforce, and I have to be honest, and I'm
Kane, if you could
only.
introduce yourself.
Oh,
Are you from Manila?
yes. Sorry, I'm Ken. Yes, I'm from Manila, Philippines.
Oh wow.
Okay. Where do you work?
I work from home, and I'm with Rocket Station.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Yes, that's right. I would just like to ask, since I've been a workforce in several companies already, and we are from the companies I've worked in, we mainly use EWFM and Excel. So I would have to be honest and say that I'm not really particularly um, I don't know much about our Workday or Power BI. Would you say EWFM is a good tool for a workforce around the globe, or should I study another tool just so I can be globally competitive?
Uh, Coming to your point, Kane, I'm not seeing any kind of improvement from EWFM. They have the same kind of techniques, the age-old statistical techniques, whatever it is there they had, and what Power BI and Tableau is offering as on today, with the social analytic tool or the predictive or the prospective analytic components for WFM. Uh, EWFM is very I should not say old. As on today, every 6 months is old for me in the area of technology. So you can looking forward for even the market is very vague for Power BI when we are looking at uh, 36 to 38% of the companies use Power BI, and again the same 41 to 42% of the companies use Tableau. So again, as I said, it's a rat race with both of them, because these two tools are very easy. When you go back to their companies also and ask, okay, my company wants this particular kind of dashboard, they are going to give you in next 24 hours. So that's the kind of rat race what both the companies are trying to do.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you so
yeah,
much.
thank you so much.
Lalit has got some views on this question. Lalit, you want to answer
Sure.
Kane's
Sure.
question?
Hey, hi Kenya. This is Lalit here. So just to add, what Sudha has actually mentioned, and if you look at the EWFM offers a specific set of services, which is, the power of scheduling, power of real-time management, power of forecasting. But planning analytics is something which is still needs to be in develop, which still need more development on the EWFM side. So if your answer was pertaining to that, in WFM, what is the best tool? I think, the based on the market survey, the credit is still going to IEX. Okay. Now, as Sudha mentioned, that for Power BI, the market has been captured a lot, because as we are all very much familiar with the Microsoft platform, and Power BI does provide a lot of drag and drop visualization services or visualization functionality. So irrespective of whether you use IEX, whether you use Variant, whether you use EWFM, Teleoptic, Calibrio, any tool, once you have the output or the raw data with you, you can use any of the data visualization tool, which is Power BI or Tableau, or to some extent even Excel provides graphical, experience as well. It can be merged. Just to answer the question, I mean, uh, Variant alone would not be able to do the visualization. You need to have some visualization tool over and above to these functional tool, which is IEX, Variant, and EWFM.
Got it.
And
Thank you so much, Lalit.
you're welcome.
Okay. Thanks, Lalit, and thanks for Kane asking question. So we have one question from Savan from Bangalore. How did a fresher can start up in analytics?
What? I didn't get you, Shiv.
How did a fresher can start up in analytics?
Fresher start off in
analytics.
analytics.
Yeah. That's the
Okay.
question.
Fresher can start off if he's two things. First of all, if he's from a technological background, I would suggest as on today to start going ahead with Python and R, because most of the tools, whatever it is there, they try to code or they try to extract the data from there. If he is more into coding from the technological view, if he's not more into coding but from a technological background, then he can study about IBM SAS. Now IBM also has come up with classes online. Some of them are free of cost also, wherein you just need to write an exam online, wherein you can learn about IBM SAS. They'll give you free of cost training and teaching from to your home only. If this is from a perspective of if you are from technology. If you're not from technology, if you're from a commerce background or XYZ background, I would suggest you can go ahead with Tableau than Power BI, because Power BI is very simple. As Lalit said, it's only drag and drop. You should understand the data, how we were trying to do the pivot table wherein you used to drag and drop. The same way it's in Power BI. Tableau is a little more tougher. You can try to do that. As a fresher, you can start off with these things, not only for workforce management. Anybody, anywhere, he can, any company he can go and work, in any kind of industry, especially for e-commerce, wherein we have got Amazon and Flipkart. They hire analytical guys in very faster manner than any other company, whatever I've seen as on today. I hope so I have answered. Anybody have any other questions? Shiv? Yeah.
We have a question from Neera Singh. Dr. Neera Singh is asking question. What is the storyboard creation in Tableau? I think this has an edge over Power BI.
As I said, I'm a person with a unbiased speech. That's the reason I started off only saying that the rat race is there between both of them. And sorry to, it's like Yes, storyboard is good in Tableau. That's the reason I said for a fresher, if he's going ahead, let him go ahead with the Tableau, was just because of that, because Power BI does not give some of the things what Tableau is able to give. Yes.
Let me unmute
Anybody with
Meera.
anything else?
Meera Singh, if she has any questions to ask. Dr. Meera, I've unmuted you. Probably you could ask question. Is it good enough? I think we're not able to hear her. Okay.
Yeah.
Any other questions? Friends, if you have any other questions, you can shoot. You can either chat in the questions window, or you can raise your hand here. Nirmaljit has a question. I'm just going to unmute. Hi,
Thanks,
Nirmal.
Shiva. Thanks, Shiva.
Go ahead.
I have a question to Sudhanva with regards to,
Yes.
somebody like me who's, just a manager in the workforce environment, but then always
Okay.
want to learn, the part of analytics as well. So
Okay.
as you guys mentioned, Power BI is one of them, and then Tableau obviously is the other one if you want to learn something that is harder for you. So do we
Yeah.
have any institute as such that would, train, or it's always done, within the company itself, somebody knows and then you take a, handover kind of a thing? Any recognized
Uh,
university, certification stuff? Sorry, go ahead.
Shiv, can you pitch in on the same?
Yeah,
I
sure.
think so.
So there are no institutions as such, and as far as analytics is concerned, like I mean, as far as like tool companies are concerned, they themselves provide. Otherwise, like there are a lot of institutions, who undertake these tools, and they have been uh, training. In fact, from GWFM, we have come out up with a course called certification in WFM and analytics. So in the
Mm-hmm.
analytics, we're going to have all the overview of all the tools which Sudha has mentioned. All that like going to go through, and there'll be some business cases and case studies to work on. But if you want to be expertised in particular tool, probably you could look at any institutions. We probably in GWFM provides overall tools as far as WFM is concerned. Overall analytics tools. If you want to be an expert, definitely we can help you. If you want to
Sorry,
be,
Shiv. I think I lost most of it. Maybe my connection is really bad today. I think about 2 minutes in between, I could not hear anything. So you mentioned about WFM and analytical certifications available in GWFM, and after that I could not get
yeah.
that.
So GWFM provides detailed analytical learning. One
Okay.
is a basic level, another one is expert level learning, where one would go through all the tools which are available in the market, including variant, including the nice and couple of other tools as well. So if you want to be expert in one particular area, probably if you look at
Mm-hmm.
Power BI, get certified in Power BI. Or if you look at anything that so particularly in SAP, right, or Oracle or
Mm-hmm.
Workday, So get certified in that technical certification, where you'll be able to take a deep dive into that. But whereas what GWFM, I can share you what we offer and what we provide offline with you. GWFM provides all the overall analytics tools, and also like you may have to work on a couple of business cases to get used to it, and also will help you try implementing a couple of tools in your organizations, or maybe we could try out with in any other organizations as part of the internship.
Okay. Okay. All right. So Shiva, I have your number with me. Maybe I'll connect with you tomorrow. I will call you, and then we can
Sure.
just have a chat on that. Thanks Shiva. Thanks Sudhanva. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Anytime.
Thanks.
So we have Santosh. Santosh has a question. Go ahead, Santosh.
Hi sir. We just as the industry is going on, we hire a lot of people. So basically, what are the best tools or analytics which they have to undergo, or they can learn initial days itself? Would be just a suggestion for us, so we can train them, or we can look at that.
Santosh, if you could just introduce yourself. Where do you work?
Hi sir. Myself Santosh. I am from Bangalore. I work with Concentrix.
Okay. So you're into HR or?
I am into WFM. Over.
Okay, wonderful.
So let me answer your question. You're looking at a fresher to hire for your company, or what kind of a thing?
Yes, sir. Freshers. So basically, what we do is internally in the company itself, we identify or we do IGPs and all we select. So those guys, what they should be trained on, or how the next level or the future looks like, what needs to be their upskillings and all.
Okay. See, basically anybody from a technological background, what Concentrix is working on, they can start off with Python. Python is a basic programming language as on today when we are talking about for machine learning. Any company, for even Tableau, some of the places wherever we are talking, we write code or an algorithm to support Tableau also. So any thing which is upfront, you can ask the team to start off with uh, Python, who is into coding area. Who are into the people who are from the database management area, they can go ahead with Hadoop, and storage networks area also. They can go ahead with Hadoop. There is MapReduce. They can go ahead with uh, Amazon has come up with different kinds of tools. They can all start off with those trainings, Santosh.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Do you have
Yeah.
any kind of training which are free, sir? Which, if we can get some links where we can tell them to take this.
Yeah, probably Shiv can help you on the same.
Certainly, Lalit can show some light on this. Lalit, you there? Lalit, do you like to add on?
Yeah, go. Yeah, sure. Sorry, I was speaking on mute. Thank you, Shiva. Thank you for keeping me on mute on this one. So, Santosh, for with regards to the trainings, whether that is for a basic level, or that is for the intermediate level, or that is for the advanced level, while whether that is for a that is for an organization level, or that is for an individual level. So this is the question. I think it came even before also. So I would like to answer this very specifically, that we, this group, as GWFM, where Shiva is a founder, and we are supporting this group, we are coming up with multiple series of training. Okay. Apart from that, we also have corporate level customized training needs, which we can do an analysis for you and for your organization, and can help and can suggest that what should be the learning path your team should take basis on the type of accounts or type of clients you serve and type of services they need. So we can offer that from our side. Now, with regards to the free learnings and sessions, as you see that these sessions are happening This would continue to happen, and we would continue to encourage learners like you to join us and take benefit of that. Apart from that, as Sudha mentioned, uh, technology side, yes, Python is there. Yes, there are other training, material which is easily available, right, these days on YouTube and all. But where I would say GWFM would provide a specialized expertise is to understand your need and not to digress you with various source of courses, like, okay, you do this also, you do this also, you do that also, you do that also, because we would entirely focus on what specifically is needed for your people, for your business, and for your customer. So that's the approach which I would say that probably you should take if you are in a managerial position where you are planning to develop the skill set of your team, you to deliver the best performance to the customer and to retain them, in your customer cycle.
Lalit, shall I add on? He needs to do an
Sure,
cluster analysis.
that's right.
Yeah,
That's
he's
right. We
to.
will.
Yeah, we have to do a cluster analysis wherein what set of people are there and how the company is moving ahead for the same.
That is correct. That's where the training need
Yes.
analysis will come into the picture, and that's GWFM, will perform under. So we and like Shiva mentioned, we have numerous business cases. We have a lot of business studies with us. We also have, the blessings of seasoned leaders like even Sudha, and there are even other leaders also who would provide, their I would say knowledge light, from a distant level. Uh, to strengthen your functions and the capability in every organization wherever we have technology, workforce management, and analytics work being done.
Yeah, got it, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And Santosh, if you, as Lalit mentioned, we've been having these courses on the business case based learning and also like a need based learning. I mean, it's not that a lot of them just go and get training and then finally they won't be able to apply the learning from whatever that they go through. Then they just fail, and whatever that learning will just go for a waste. What we do is, as Lalit mentioned, we do the need based analysis, and then we'll also like train the team and also like look at what is really required for the organization, particularly on the which tool suits, which tools will like help designing and like adapting to the requirement of the organization. That's where we can GWF can help out. So I'm just showing the screen out here. You could see that we have courses, graduate course, certification in WFM and analytics course, an executive program in WFM and analytics. Also, we do have PGP in WFM and analytics. So these are all the courses. Probably I can talk to you offline to explain about these.
Sure, sir.
Wonderful. Let me see if there are any questions. Any other questions here? I didn't see any questions. Probably wait for a few minutes. In the meantime, I'll just take you through the courses what GWFM is offering. Thanks, Sudhansh, for your detailed presentation and masterclass about WFM and the evolving way forward and how analytics is really driving the trends in the market. Definitely,
Sure.
it's really insightful. And whoever is joined, probably, we will share the presentation and also the video very soon. Yes, and feel free to reach us out. Join us in our social media. We'll also send you the social media links to join us. Uh, Few of the aspects, especially, we're going to take a deep dive in to uh, the analytics, especially uh, demand and supply management and shrinkage, and how do we really optimize the resources and cost, and deep dive into the capacity planning. Will also help you, building your own templates, and we'll share you some of the templates, which can be used, and then a lot of, analytics to create on that. Then, the workforce management analytics, followed by, like scheduling and staffing and real-time management perspective. And a very important thing which we have come out of with is people analytics. People analytics is all about complete people supply chain management, cycle, which really talks about, like end to end, right from, the essence, like, recruiting to, like onboard and induct and then deploy them and then retain them. How do you really, build skills and then build capability, reskilling and upskilling, and then finally, like look at how do we create ROI out of WFM, and this can definitely show through analytics, because analytics is where you take a decision. This is which you either change the landscape of the organizations or the talent, which is very important. But also, one can go through multiple tools. There are 5 tools that we're going to have besides what Sudha has mentioned, including Variant uh, and the Nice and couple of other tools as well. And we have a we have very interesting takeaways. Why this program is, like you'll get to learn a lot of business cases. It'll help you build your own business cases, and then we'll help you build your own tools. For example, if you want to build a tool for your company, we'll help you building. It could be Excel or advanced Excel, or it could be Power BI based, or it could be um, Python, any or R related. So we'll help you building your own tool on this. So this is how, like, our program is different from any other program. This is absolutely need based, and one can really learn overall perspective and get the fit model for your organization. And then you'll also go through a lot of mentoring. Like Lalit is one of the mentors, in our groups, and also, like, he does a lot of coaching, especially for the WFM folks. So uh, we have a lot of other thought leaders who are going to coach you and also mentor you, wherever you get stuck, or if you need any help, we'll be able to help you. And apart from that, what is that we do is we'll help you. I'm just scrolling up. Will help in terms of growing up to the thought leadership level, right from the trainee level to the intermediate, and then like competent level and expert, and then advanced, and finally thought leadership. So we have competencies defined as far as roles are concerned, and moment you join GWFM will definitely help you grow your career ladder, and definitely like you join us in biggest network in the world as far as WFM is concerned. And we do have a lot of blogging and also article options. If you want to write any article or share anything, we have multiple groups. You will be able to like join through that. And last slide I want to talk about is we have introduced the membership, GWFM membership. So we have a silver membership, is like a free membership. You can just sign in our application, you'll become a silver member. Then like we have a gold. Gold is for the individuals. Then we have a diamond for the site members. More than three members can join in. Then another one is platinum. Platinum is for the unlimited. So this is for the group of company worldwide. I'll share these details, and whoever has any questions, and if you want to become a member with us, you can reach out to us. If you want to enroll for a course, you could join us. If you want to attend any of our classes or sessions to just observe, we're able to add you into it. And also you can talk to any of our mentors or coach to know about the current trends. We're happy to have you. Watch us out our events. We have a couple of events lined up globally. Happy to have you with us. With this, thank you so much, and Lalit for answering detailed questions. Vidya, you have anything to say before we wind up? Vidya, we're not able to hear you. I think there's some technical problem at Suvidha's end. So with this, thank you so much, Sudhanva, for your time and taking your time to present. Really
Sure.
appreciate your time.
Thank you so much, Chef. Yeah.
And your presence. Really, a wonderful presentation and lovely learning. And hope to have you soon again for the detailed program. So much,
Sure,
and
Chef.
thanks a lot for all the participants and friends, and colleagues joining us. I hope to see you. We'll share the thanks, Lalit. We'll share the presentation and also the video very soon. Stay connected. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks,
Thanks.
Stay
everyone.
safe,
Thanks.
everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.